Hey, what's up? It's time for more Gurren Lagann. This is episode 8. I'm recording this video at the absolute last minute. It's insane how much I procrastinated this. So I'm getting to it pretty quickly. But last episode we saw this gigantic, huge mech that was called the dai-gunzan or something. Let me see if it's in my notes. Dai-gunzan, yeah. And it was just like massive, and I think we're planning to steal it. So, I guess let's see how this plays out. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I have a Patreon account that has the full-length reaction, and you can get next week's episode on there right now. So it's got early access, 1 week early. Otherwise, you can go to my Jent Watches One Piece channel if you like One Piece as well. That's also great stuff. So, let's jump into this. This is Gurren Lagann, episode 8.
And Simo learn of the existence of the Spiral King. To confront this as yet unseen.
No, you learned about the existence
Kamina
of the Spiral
resolves to
King in
capture
episode
the
before.
gigantic land battleship.
Look at all those volcanoes. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's part of it.
Oh, little Yoko montage.
The thing is,
What was he gonna say?
Volcano come shooting out from the top of the mountain. Ron told me about them.
they're just like Kamina then. They
That
burn underground until they just can't be contained anymore and they explode.
makes
Sounds
sense.
just like... What's wrong?
Kamina said the same thing, word for word. Is that the old male bonding at work or what?
No.
We're syncing
not
up our
exactly.
cycles.
Lagan won't run at full power.
Thanks a lot.
I love the way they draw her
So,
expressions.
Simone, nothing. Forget it.
Hmm.
Good luck, Simone.
Can these two just tell each other what they want to tell each other? Because I don't know if it's like gonna be like
Here, sorry.
a romantic conversation or a like thank you for everything you've
Yes,
done for
I knew
me
you could do it.
conversation.
I'll try to keep him safe. Honestly, that man is such a pain.
I'm glad she at least has someone else to rant to.
Yourself, sweetheart.
Getting a lot of good Yoko focus lately.
You deal with anything that comes from behind.
Kamina,
Huh?
Oh. Oh.
is your one big blind spot.
What are you...
Oh. Oh my god. Whoa. Is this real? Is this
What's
a
so
real
funny?
situation?
Is that more romantically?
Let's head out there and raise a little hell.
What
Kamina,
episode is it? 8?
I'm really looking for...
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Simone saw the whole thing.
What the hell?
Must be a big case of nerves.
So now is Simone gonna underperform? He's not just embarrassed by it, right?
None of my... What she does is none of my damn business.
I mean, that's true, but I like... I do like his reaction to that,
Why'd you
honestly.
do that? I guess it's natural at a time like this. Don't worry, Simone. I know you can do it.
I'm interested in what's gonna happen this episode.
Let's get out there, blood brother.
He's not into it anymore, like...
Listen up. This
He's
plan
very
is pretty
torn.
straightforward.
We get it! We hit him fast and hit him hard!
Made it so you...
We make contact, then we smash him and smash him good!
Let's move out now.
Alright, it's pretty cool that we've already got like a little army going.
You got...
Thanks for the lift.
It's always an honor to have a lady on board.
Simone, good luck! Good luck, Simone!
Cute.
Isn't
I like
this
those three.
awesome,
The
Simone?
kids and the...
When we left the village,
guy, I
Team
forgot his
Gurren
name.
was just the two of us.
Buddha says he was with us too.
You're right. Team Gurren was two guys in a pig mold.
I was there too, remember? Moan and Buta when you left your village.
You were?
You mean you don't remember?
It doesn't matter. You weren't in Team Gurren.
I don't
back
see
then, Yoko.
women.
What? How can you...
All comm channels are open. I just explained that, didn't I?
Fine if we can stay relaxed.
Nothing gets me hyped up as much as the mid cards do.
Now, Gimme, if you touch it,
I'll gobble you up.
Alright, lost one child.
Damn barbaric humans! Can't you meet us fist to fist, you cowards? This rock is my fist!
Is stating the obvious the best you got, you dumbass?
Oh my, he's got a huge tongue.
No, Phil.
Laugh this off!
Oh my god.
You filthy stinking
There's a huge explosion. God damn. Nice, I love... That's so cool. Her little sniper turning into a railgun is awesome.
This time I'm getting my helmet back before we're through. You're still?
Where's its face?
Damn you, where did your head go?
Now!
Oh, it's pretty sick.
Then shoot him down!
There's a blind spot over
Honestly, the mech being a little drill is such a good gimmick. Oh shit!
We merged them. We combined our lagan with your dai-gunzan.
You what? That now belongs to us. Damn you,
Is that gonna work
this was all
though?
a setup.
Only gonna need like enough spirit to take it over or something?
I put all of our luck and our metal to the test.
Oh, cool.
What the?
Nice shooting, Yoko.
Well, I gave you my word.
Her weapon
I've
is the
got your back,
coolest.
Kamina, so go!
Oh!
Lagan's power is tied to Simone's mental state. So if something's bothering him...
Haven't you regained control yet?
Something's bothering him.
What's the matter? What's the holdup?
I'm trying, but it's not working!
He can't stop thinking about the kiss.
Why is that keeping me from concentrating? Damn it!
Oh,
You've
I
blown
feel
your
for you,
endgame,
Simone.
fool.
Oh shit. Wow, that's cool. Cool animation on that one.
Let's see you grit those teeth!
Oh my god! Open the hatch so I can punch you.
I give you my word that if you ever start to doubt yourself, I'll come and belt you one.
Oh my
so
god.
don't worry, I'm right.
Right, you got it!
Okay. That worked. Good.
Amazing.
Yes, you're doing well. Very well.
Kamina is a good
Simone.
motivational
You're
speaker.
synchronizing
No, he's back in the full Emperor getup.
You could do it if you just...
What the? Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god!
way! Find that I won't hand over my dai-gunzan so easily!
Tim Elf, damn, I didn't see you!
Oh!
Alkai Flame!
Holy shit! Oh! Oh! What? What a scream! Oh, and the color scheme changed. Oh my god, oh my god. Kamina could be dead. I'm going through in my head if that's possible. Oh my god. Oh. Holy shit. Oh my god!
What the hell is happening out there? Dai-gunzan has gone berserk. If it keeps going,
Oh my god.
volcano.
Okay, he's still alive.
Can a guy get a little bit of sleep around here?
Jeez, there was so much blood gushing out.
Simone, let's see you grit those teeth.
Oh my god! You started to doubt yourself. He threw a fist at you.
Your drill is the drill that's gonna bust right through heaven and earth and even tomorrow. We've won, kid. That behemoth belongs to you now. You don't have to worry about anything.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
That old furball doesn't know when to give up.
Is Kamina gonna be okay?
Simon.
Or is he gonna die here?
Let's send these clowns packing. We'll use Gurren Lagann to finish up this last
Can you combine with that? Oh no, so you're just using Gurren Lagann. Right. Oh my god. Cool.
If there's a wall in our way, then we smash it down. If there isn't a path, then we carve one ourselves. Super ultra combining Gurren Lagann.
Just who in the hell?
Underground. Kill them now.
Oh my god.
Have faith in the Simon that believes in you.
Oh.
What are you?
Oh my god.
Ding!
The animation is sick. Oh!
Giga!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow. Is that it? Oh my god. Oh my god, those are death droids.
What was that, bro?
Oh my god.
Bro?
Oh my god. And then rain? Oh, this is death. Oh.
We lost something that could never be replaced.
Holy shit. Later, buddy. They waited to the end to show the title. That's really well done. Well, I mean, if the like pace of this show, it wasn't already clear how fast it is. I mean, episode 8, we have potentially, probably, I would say like 85% chance of main character death. I mean, unless they bring him back. I'm trying to remember, like in the first episode, didn't we see Kamina and it was like a future, but maybe not. I thought in the first episode we saw where this series was going, and I thought Kamina was in it. But maybe one or two of those two things is wrong. Maybe either Kamina wasn't in it and I didn't remember that, or maybe it isn't a view of what our future actually is. Yeah, I don't know. Or, you know, Kamina is dead but he comes back somehow, or he comes back like, you know, as a sort of ghost that's haunting Simone and becomes like a conscience rather than an actual thing, or something along those lines. I don't know. But yeah, wow. I guess that makes sense why the start of the episode had like the romance between Kamina and Yoko progress to its like natural end. That was a death flag. That makes sense that that's a death flag. I was like, what the hell? Because it sort of like, it's not like it came out of nowhere. There was clear like little emotional and romantic connections between Yoko and Kamina and between Yoko and Simone. Like you could interpret any of those as romantic connections. But like it did sort of like progress to a head really, really quickly. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. Why is this happening? I thought what was going to happen possibly is it would have revealed later maybe that that what we were watching was from Simone's point of view, and what actually happened was something else, you know. But I don't know. But I guess no, that just did happen, and that was their way of giving a little bit more of an emotional depth to Kamina's death. I was thinking, like, when Kamina got back in his mech and he was like, all right, you know, see, you just gotta do that. And then there was like an explosion from underneath him that was like, they did it in slow motion and stuff to show like, hey, this is a shocking thing that came out of nowhere, right? In those 5 seconds of that scene happening, my head went through all the, oh my gosh, is it possible Kamina dies in this show early on? Because I really don't know that much about this show. I don't know much about the characters or whatever. As I said at the start of this, the only real thing I knew about the characters in this show was I knew Yoko's design because of the drop it that video. That's the only thing I really knew about the characters, is like Yoko. And other than that, I didn't really know anything about these characters, so I don't know which characters survive until the end or not. You know, I don't know anything about that. So I went through in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, is Kamina the type of character that he's like really inspirational early on so that his death has an impact on the characters, and then, you know, they will like remember him and take his words to heart? And I was like, oh my gosh, I think that is like what his character is in this series. Now I have to watch more episodes to see if they like take this death back or not, but the way they portrayed it here made me really feel like, no, this is a legit death and he's not going to be in the show anymore. Which is like not where I thought the show was going, but it does make sense, and I can see the vision of the show now. If it's like being led by Simone now, and he has to sort of go through this stuff as Kamina would, then that's really cool. I was honestly maybe looking forward to exploring Kamina's weakness or like his flaws and see if he actually like develops past them at any point. But he's dead, so I think he's not going to develop past them anymore, which, you know, is fine. But yeah, I'm really surprised by that. Like, it wasn't a thing where I'm like devastated by it, because I'm actually like really intrigued. I actually think it might make the show better. But this comes under Jent's Law. I just realized, holy shit. If you guys don't know, I have a thing called Jent's Law, and I've just realized I forgot to talk about it. But I have a thing called Jent's Law, which is something that I decided on at some point, and I decided to like put it down into words, and now I reference it a lot. I especially reference it in regards to One Piece, but I do occasionally reference it in other ways. But basically, my law. The impact of a character's death must be greater than said character's accumulated value if they were to remain alive for the rest of the series. So basically what that means is if a character dies, that death is like worth it within the show if like that death has enough impact to outweigh the fact that you're not gonna have them around anymore. Like, if Kamina was in the rest of these episodes, there's a certain level of enjoyment you get out of that, you know? Like, you know, sometimes when a show kills your favorite character, and you're like, I don't know if I really care about the show without that character, you know? Like, oh, I loved this character, and he made all the scenes really entertaining, or whatever. Without that character, the show is less entertaining. So maybe the character death was like a shocking emotional moment and it was crazy, and so maybe that episode's really good, but then does that make the rest of the series worse? Or is it like a really shocking moment and it makes the rest of the series better because of what that death does? Or is it a really shocking moment and it makes the series a little bit worse without them in it, but the shocking moment's value was higher than what you lose for that, you know? Like, there's a huge range of things, but essentially you just have to make it so that the impact is like that basically like that all of it added together is a net positive. Now I think personally, for me, this seems like if Kamina is dead, this passes Jent's Law with flying colors, because I think it will impact Simone and Yoko and the other characters and make them stronger and make them more interesting characters. And on top of that, I was entertained by Kamina and I found him interesting, but I didn't love the character. I mean, as I've said in previous videos when we've been talking about it a lot, I found him to be a very flawed character, and I found his sort of view on a lot of situations to be somewhat accurate but overblown. You know, like in that he had good ideas but pushed them to the point where they were no longer good ideas, and he was sort of like he basically was he used toxic masculinity almost positively. So it's like he used it for a good purpose and he did good things with it, but then there were still like deep flaws embedded with that. I mean, as seen in the Hot Springs episode and stuff, like that's Kamina at his most flawed to me. But even some things where it's like he didn't want to retreat, but even if it like got people killed, he didn't want to retreat because that's not what a man does or whatever. So like all of that stuff, there was a lot of deeply flawed things about his character. So him not being in the show anymore doesn't really like upset me too much. I think I would love the show just as much without him in it. But I do think his character had an impact on the series that his death might actually be a catalyst for this show to be even better. So it's like it was really good that he was in the show, because I think that there's a lot of stuff from his character that we are now going to push forward with and learn about and have it has a great impact on these characters. I don't know. I'm really intrigued now to see where they take this. Because, yeah, that's a surprising death, but as soon as it started to happen, my brain started to work into overtime of, oh my gosh, this actually makes sense for the story they're setting up. It works really nicely. So, yeah. Although I will say my favorite moment in this episode was Kamina, because I talk about Kamina's flaws a lot, but it doesn't mean that I don't like Kamina. I do really like him, and there's some moments that I think are awesome. And the moment of like him flying up there because he sees Simone is bothered about something, jumping out of his mech, jumping on top of Simone's mech and going, quick, open the hatch! And he opens the hatch and then he punches him in the head. Like, I really love that moment. That's just like so funny, where it's like he sort of frantically makes him open the hatch just so he can punch him. It's really, really good. I think also something about Kamina is that like in my head, I can't get rid of the thought of like Kamina is so similar to Kaito Momota from Danganronpa V3. So much so that like it almost feels like Kaito Momota is kind of a reference to him, right? Because Kaito Momota also has like a lot of, you know, being a man type retort to him and is incredibly stubborn like him. And he's a luminary of the stars, which, you know, he's an astronaut, and, you know, this is the same thing where like they're talking about piercing the heavens and all of that. So that you got all of that, and then on top of that, it has the same fucking voice actor. So it's really hard for me not to have in my head that that's the same character. And yet for me, Kaito Momota is a version of that character that I really, really love, because for me, he sort of has this like stubbornness and masculinity to him, but he uses it like, even though it's stubborn and kind of wrong, he pretty much only uses it in a way of like, you know, he's okay with it making himself look bad, but he uses it to give respect to the people he wants to give respect to, you know, like just true deep respect for other people. And I love the way that Kaito Momota uses that stuff. And I don't think in my opinion in Danganronpa V3, I don't think he ever really got to the depths of the, like, you know, he ever got to a point where I was like, oh, I really don't like what he's doing, like Kamina does in this. So so there's a lot of comparisons between those two characters in my head. If you haven't played Danganronpa V3 or any of the Danganronpa games, then yeah, it's hard to make another comparison, because, you know, that's the difference. Obviously there's a big difference in the fact that this is a show that we've had 8 episodes, 20 minutes each, you know, so that's like 2.5 hours or so of content, as compared to Danganronpa V3, which is like 50 hours or whatever of content. So yeah, it's a very different amount of character development that we're comparing here. But yeah, anyway, wow, yeah, crazy episode, absolutely insane. I hope you don't mind my character dives in this show. It does feel like the sort of show where my character interpretations won't quite line up with other people's, because I have this a lot, I think, where I will really like characters like this, but I also tend to criticize them a lot, because I think I personally think it's part of the character, like it's part of the writer's intention. I'm not blaming the writers. I think they're doing a good job at writing these characters. I do tend to, when I do this though, get commenters who like vehemently disagree with me. I haven't so far on Gurren Lagann, I don't think. So far the comments on Gurren Lagann like have either been in agreement with me or had a slightly different perspective, but still kind of lining up with what I'm saying. So I don't know, but it is possible, you know, a lot of the time characters like Kamina are charismatic enough that they do tend to get people who get very defensive in their stead, and like not in a bad way. I'm not saying you're wrong for being defensive or that my opinion is right necessarily, but it does tend to have like people see those flaws and they're like, no, but that's, you know, the part of the character, and it's and actually they're in the right because point 1, point 2, point 3. It happened a lot in like sort of early-ish One Piece. I remember there was a few times where I was like on Luffy's side with some of his with a certain, there's like a couple scenes that I'm thinking of where like Luffy would do something and I would say like, oh, it's like mostly this is cool, but there's one part of this that I think is not cool, and they're prioritizing sort of being a man over doing what I believe to be the right thing in this situation. And I remember criticizing that and getting a lot of comments of people who, you know, not necessarily hate comments or anything. There was only like a couple people who I think were uncool about it, but most people were like, I don't think you read the scene correctly, and it was fair enough. Some of the comments kind of swayed me a little bit the other way, and then I thought about it quite a bit, and I was like still on the fence about it. I didn't feel as strongly the other way. So this could be another situation like that where maybe people would convince me a little bit more on the way that, like, I don't know, that to be more neutral on the character. But I guess we'll see. We will see. But overall, you know, just don't be a dick. It tends to be if people are like too much of a dick, they just get blocked from the channel and bye. You know, I don't care. But if you know, have reasonable points, then I'll read your reasonable points. Anyway, that is Gurren Lagann, episode whatever, 8? Episode 8. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.